From illegal window tint to multi-state pursuits, here are some of the most intense police chases ever recorded. These incidents show how quickly a routine traffic stop can escalate into a life-threatening situation. The blacked-out Challenger downtown chase. On June 21, 2024, deputies in Clayton County, Georgia, spotted a Dodge Challenger SRT traveling northbound on Interstate 75. The problem? The front windshield was completely blacked out and the side windows were heavily tinted, both violations of state law. When deputies tried to pull the car over, the driver refused and accelerated aggressively.
Black Dodge Challenger coming up to Forest Parkway. Speeds are 126. Traffic is light still. Charge is going to be reckless driving.
The Challenger reached 126 miles per hour as it raced through light traffic. Deputies called out updates over the radio as the car passed Forest Parkway and Highway 285.
Coming up to 285.
The driver continued northbound until exiting into downtown Atlanta, where officers maintained pursuit through several surface streets, including Edgewood Avenue, Boulevard Street, and Memorial Drive.
Correction, made a left on a prior street. Speeds of 70. Check K9 to call us in there. Black Dodge Challenger.
Entering a densely populated urban area significantly raised the risk, but deputies had no choice.
Edgewood Ave. Making a right.
The suspect eventually lost control while navigating an intersection, and deputies moved in quickly.
Boulevard. He just 41 at that intersection. He's losing control. Stand by.
A K9 unit was deployed, and the police dog subdued the suspect, preventing further flight on foot. The driver was identified as Jay Shaw, who already had a criminal record including felony theft charges from 2020. During transport to the hospital for treatment of dog bite injuries, Shaw made a surprising admission. He had previously escaped police pursuits involving other Metro Atlanta agencies. A search of the Dodge Challenger revealed a stolen firearm inside. Shaw was charged with felony fleeing, reckless driving, and possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. The Ohio State Highway Patrol Toyota Prius chase. On Thursday, March 31, 2022, officers from the Ohio State Highway Patrol initiated a high-speed pursuit involving a Toyota Prius that had failed to comply with a traffic stop.
Left-hand lane right here, right in front of me.
Take him out!
What began as a routine enforcement action quickly escalated into a dangerous chase through multiple stretches of highway as the suspect attempted to evade capture.
Diagonally Road is shut down. I said him after 2:30, back southbound. Exiting off of 82, exiting off 82, southbound to 82. Put up 82, but right now, up 82, hit some traffic here. Going west on 82, west on 82. With 47 units out to 82. Okay. On 82, permission to continue pursuit. Heavy traffic on 82. Go ahead with it.
You need to continue the pursuit until aviation gets there. Any opportunity to pit, you need to take it.
Patrol units coordinated across districts, maintaining pursuit while managing traffic hazards created by the fleeing vehicle.
Traffic. All green lights so far coming through here. ET West approaching 42. School, elementary school. 75 mile an hour, ET westbound still.
The suspect's reckless maneuvers placed other motorists at significant risk, prompting officers to employ controlled containment tactics throughout the pursuit.
Are we on 20? Westbound 57 from Chestnut. Okay, I'm running the D parallel on 83. Signal 100 northbound in the southbound lane, 57 north of Chestnut.
1721's out.
The chase came to an end when the Prius lost control and veered into a roadside ditch.
Since car
39. 57 just north of Chestnut.
Officers immediately secured the driver and conducted a thorough search of the vehicle. The suspect was taken into custody without further incident. This pursuit underscored a critical lesson for law enforcement. Even low-powered, economy-class vehicles can become serious public safety threats when drivers choose to flee from police. The incident demonstrated the dangers that fleeing motorists pose not only to themselves, but to all other drivers sharing the roadway. The repeat offender's American muscle mistake. In August 2021, troopers with the Georgia State Patrol engaged in a high-speed pursuit with a stolen blue Chevrolet Camaro traveling westbound along Interstate 20 through Carroll and Douglas counties. The chase began late at night when troopers spotted the Camaro traveling at extremely high speeds, clocked at over 100 miles per hour. When officers attempted to stop, the driver, later identified as Taiwan Javon Wyatt, accelerated further and refused to comply. The pursuit extended across multiple counties as Wyatt weaved through traffic at reckless speeds. Troopers attempted tactical maneuvers, including a pit maneuver near an off-ramp, but the suspect evaded capture and continued down the interstate.
Attempted pit, getting off.
Eventually, Wyatt lost control of the Camaro and abandoned the vehicle.
Pit, getting off 26. Clear.
Fleeing on foot into a nearby wooded area. Because troopers could not confirm whether Wyatt was armed, they initially paused their direct pursuit. At that point, a local resident pointed toward the trees and told officers that a young man had been seen hiding in the shadows. With that information, officers moved in cautiously and took Wyatt into custody without further incident.
Lay on the ground now! Get on the ground! Put your hands on your back!
I don't want to time.
You know what's wrong?
I was walking with that lady. What's wrong?
No, you wasn't.
A search of the Camaro revealed that the license plate was registered to a 2015 Chevrolet Silverado, not the Camaro, confirming the vehicle was stolen. Wyatt was charged with multiple felonies, including vehicle theft and felony fleeing. But this wasn't the end. In August 2023, 2 years later, he was arrested again in Morgan County, Georgia. connected to the theft of 2 ATVs and a Dodge Challenger. These repeat offenses resulted in additional felony charges. The Chief's supercharged takedown. On the morning of June 15, 2023, a White County Sheriff's Office Drug Task Force officer observed a black Dodge Challenger approaching from behind at a dangerously high rate of speed. The officer moved over to allow the car to pass, confirmed its excessive speed, and initiated pursuit. The chase quickly entered Interstate 40, where traffic was already heavy. Numerous civilian vehicles and tractor-trailers created serious hazards. To maintain speed and avoid being blocked in, the suspect repeatedly used the interstate shoulder to maneuver around traffic, further increasing the risk of a major collision. During this pursuit, assistance came from a nearby jurisdiction. Hazen Police Chief Bradley Taylor, known for patrolling in a Dodge Charger Scat Pack cruiser capable of 180 miles per hour, responded to the call. Chief Taylor positioned himself ahead of the chase route, anticipating where the fleeing Challenger would pass. As the suspect closed in, Chief Taylor merged onto Interstate 40 and took control of the pursuit. Using the Charger's higher performance capabilities and his own advanced driving skills, he executed a maneuver that forced the Challenger off the roadway. The suspect's vehicle came to a stop without striking any bystanders or other vehicles. Officers immediately surrounded the car with weapons drawn and arrested the driver at gunpoint. The Northern France motorcycle pursuit. In France, law enforcement operates under a centralized system divided between the Police Nationale and the Gendarmerie Nationale. The Police Nationale oversees cities and large towns, while the Gendarmerie manages smaller communities, rural areas, and border regions. On this occasion, a motorcycle officer from the Police Nationale engaged in a high-speed pursuit along a major highway. Tracking a fleeing motorcyclist through dense traffic at extreme speed. The two-wheeled pursuit created an exceptionally dangerous situation, with both the officer and suspect weaving through multiple lanes of traffic. During the intense chase, the suspect's erratic riding caused him to lose control after clipping the rear of a nearby vehicle. The collision sent both the suspect and his motorcycle sliding violently across the road before coming to rest in the travel lanes. The pursuing officer responded quickly, detained the suspect, and immediately secured the scene to prevent further accidents. No serious injuries were reported, though the event left debris scattered across the roadway. The incident highlighted the extreme risks involved in high-speed motorcycle pursuits and the unpredictable nature of traffic collisions that can occur when suspects attempt to flee law enforcement on two wheels. The blacked-out headlights trick. On October 11, 2022, at approximately 1:05 p.m., Arkansas State Police Trooper Corbin Freeman observed an orange Dodge Challenger traveling outside of Little Rock with expired registration tags. At first, the driver appeared ready to comply, pulling off the highway and coming to a stop at an intersection. However, when the trooper approached, the driver suddenly accelerated again, cutting through traffic and re-entering Interstate 430 southbound at high speed. Once back on the interstate, the suspect attempted to evade capture by blacking out the vehicle's headlights and taillights, making it harder for pursuing officers to track him visually. Despite this maneuver, Trooper Freeman maintained pursuit, relying on radio updates and his own positioning to stay behind the suspect. As speeds increased, Freeman took the opportunity to perform a precision intervention technique. The maneuver successfully disabled the challenger, bringing the pursuit to an end. Trooper Freeman immediately exited his patrol car, drew his weapon, and ordered the driver out at gunpoint. The suspect complied and was taken into custody. When questioned, he admitted he had fled simply because he was scared. He was charged with felony fleeing, reckless driving, and multiple traffic violations. The 61-year-old's fatal mistake. On the afternoon of November 27, 2023, deputies with the Clayton County Sheriff's Office attempted to conduct a traffic stop on a vehicle with expired registration tags. The driver was identified as 61-year-old Rohan Daly. Instead of complying with the stop, Daly accelerated, quickly reaching speeds of over 100 miles per hour.
Westbound speeds are 82. Lake County.
Deputies reported that traffic conditions were clear and visibility was good, so the pursuit was allowed to continue. Over the radio, deputies confirmed that the chase route offered open lanes, making it possible to safely maintain pursuit without immediate danger to uninvolved motorists. Despite the favorable road conditions, Daly's vehicle eventually lost control.
41. Hey, get on the fucking ground! Get on the ground!
Deputies moved in and apprehended him at the scene without further incident. Once in custody, officers discovered that Daly's driver's license was suspended. In addition, his vehicle's tires were in extremely poor condition, with severe wear that posed a major safety risk. Investigators noted that the tires were an accident waiting to happen. Daly was transported to the Clayton County Detention Center and booked on charges that included felony fleeing, reckless driving, and operating a vehicle with a suspended license. His car was impounded. This case stood out for Daly's age, and the fact that worn, unsafe tires added an extra level of risk to an already reckless situation. The Center Line Weaver. On July 30th, 2025, at approximately 3:35 p.m., Arkansas State Trooper Tyler Riles observed a white Ford F-250 pickup truck swerving erratically across the center line while traveling on JFK Boulevard. The driving pattern suggested the operator was either impaired, distracted, or willfully disregarding traffic laws. Trooper Riles activated his emergency lights and siren in an attempt to initiate a traffic stop. The driver, later identified as Zachary Brinson, backup units quickly joined the chase as Brinson continued driving at high speeds. Radio traffic noted the truck approaching the airport area, with speeds nearing 95 to 107 miles per hour at different points. The pursuit ended when Brinson lost control of the F-250 and crashed. Troopers moved in immediately and placed him under arrest. Following the collision, Brinson complained of back pain, and medical personnel were called to evaluate his condition. However, he was deemed stable enough to be transported directly into custody. Brinson was formally charged with felony fleeing, criminal mischief, and reckless driving. His vehicle was impounded, and the case was documented as yet another example of how a routine traffic stop can escalate into a dangerous pursuit. Fleeing from law enforcement never eliminates the problem. It only makes it worse. So, what are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more real-life chase stories. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.